Good evening and welcome to MTV's news update for today, November 30th, 2021. I'm Ashley Scotland. First, our top headlines. Eccles to Mandela Access Road to be completed in 2 weeks' time. Natural Resources Ministry receives the 5th lift of crude oil from the Liza Destiny. No COVID booster shots received in Regions 1 and 10 yet. And in sport, European Union asks China for proof of tennis stars' well-being. Now for the news in details. The new Eccles to Mandela Access Road is in its final stages and is expected to be completed in approximately 2 weeks. Contracts to the tune of $2.3 billion were signed in April for the construction of the Eccles to Mandela 4-lane highway project. Once completed, this 4-lane highway is expected to significantly reduce traffic congestion along the East Bank corridor. The infrastructural project, which is slated for completion by December 2021, is being undertaken by the Ministry of Housing and Water. The Ministry of Public Works says once work on the expansion of the Sheriff Mandela roadways is completed, they will be carrying out a public education exercise on the new markings that have been causing confusion among other road users. More from Lone Williams.
Minister of Public Works Juan Echil on Tuesday conducted an inspection of the Sheriff Mandela expansion project that is ongoing. Currently, the contractors are mounting street lights and personnel will be putting additional markings on the roadways. Regarding concerns raised about the new road markings, Minister Echil had this to say.
Let me begin by apologizing that the fact that we have to take time to explain to people now what is actually happening to answer their queries, it shows that we should have done something better, of which as the minister responsible, I take full responsibility for that, and that is that we should have mounted a public education campaign, and I take full responsibility for that, for not doing that.
Meanwhile, Program Manager of the Sheriff to Mandela Expansion Project, Mark Green, said after all the works are completed, they will have to conduct a sensitization program on the new markings.
All right, and maybe at that time we could do a drive-thru. We'll show you everything at that point in time.
The $1 billion Sheriff Mandela Road expansion project was launched in 2018, but faced many setbacks under the former APNU-AFC government. Funding from the Inter-American Development Bank was halted in 2019 after it had cited various health and safety concerns. The project then restarted in September 2020 with an anticipated completion date of August 4, 2021. However, due to circumstances, the deadline was extended and works are currently ongoing. Luan Williams from MTV's News Update.
You're watching MTV's News Update. More news on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Modern Optical Service has made it even better by introducing its budgeted spectacle line, starting as low as $10,000 for single vision lens and $12,000 for bifocal lens, available in tinted or clear, complete spectacles at affordable prices. So hurry down to our main office at 316 Middle Street or Lot 14 Diamond Public Road opposite Demerara Bank. Enjoy over 60 years of eye care experience at affordable prices. Modern Optical Service, your eye care professionals.
The Central Housing and Planning Authority is kindly asking residents living in communities under the management of the department to desist from storing construction materials on roadways and road shoulders. Residents are also being asked not to block roadways or drains with construction materials. According to clauses 12 and 13 of the amended agreement of sale of restrictive covenants attached to titles issued from 2012, no storage of materials comprising earth, sand, stone, blocks, cements, timber and steel or mixing of concrete shall be permitted on the road or the road shoulders. Any materials on the road or the road shoulders must be cleared within 24 hours of being placed thereon. Residents are reminded that failure to adhere to clauses 12 and 13 will result in a penalty of $10,000 being charged per day of default. A message from the Central Housing and Planning Authority.
Are you building or renovating your home? Then come to Beeson for a wide range of aluminum and UPVC windows and doors. Get from single hung sash, awning, casement, sliding windows, plus sliding and swinging doors. All our products can be customized and fitted with insect screens and are sealed tight to withstand harsh weather conditions. At Beeson's, we also carry commercial, glass, and French doors, showcases, aluminum louvers, curtain walls, aluminum rails, plus sliding and frameless shower doors. So look no further. Visit our showroom today at Lot 1228 Eccles Industrial Site or call 622-4197 or 623-4197. Beeson Windows and Doors, built with pride in Guyana by Guyanese.
This is MTV's News Update. Welcome back. The Ministry of Natural Resources says it has received the fifth lift of crude oil from the Liza Destiny FPSO vessel in the Stabroek Block. Minister of Natural Resources Vikram Barrett in a statement says this lift represents Guyana's final lift for 2021 from the Stabroek Block, which brings the total oil lift for this year to approximately 5.1 million barrels of high-quality Liza crude. This brings the total oil lifts since the first oil in 2019 to 9 million barrels. The ministry's statement says government will continue to build technical capacity and will work with all relevant stakeholders to sustainably manage the oil and gas sector for Guyanese. Meanwhile, $534 million currently sits in Guyana's Natural Resources Fund. With the new Omicron COVID-19 variant, citizens are calling for there to be strict COVID-19 measures in place to prevent the livelihood of the virus in the country. Here is Rihanna Griffith with more.
The World Health Organization last week reported that there was a new COVID-19 variant. The new variant, which goes by the name Omicron, is said to be highly contagious. To date, there has been no case of Omicron detected in Guyana. Our news team asked citizens in Georgetown if they first heard of the new variant and what they thought should be done to keep Guyanese safe from this new variant.
The new variant is something real sad that come out, you understand? I like froth in my throat, I wear a mask, you understand? When I get home, it's a different. I can protect myself to the best.
I know I haven't read much, but I know it's deadly, according to the foreign news. I think gather some more information, know more about it, because every day you're hearing, something new about COVID and so forth. So the best thing you could do is just continue to practice the guideline, like I say.
So much of virus coming out now, and it's man releasing this thing. They're releasing it one by one, and I don't know what the health organization doing about it, but they need to get down to the bottom of it because it's kind of mashing up the world right now. Also, they need to be, they need to do more. They need to do more educating the people about this virus and how serious it is and how people conduct their life daily. They need more ads. They need more ministers to come out. Minister of Health need to come out, get his information from other countries and able to sensitize the public on how serious it is. But they need more to be done. It's a lot of work.
The citizens also said what measures they would like to see come on board, which they believe would help in preventing the Omicron variant from entering the country. Majority of the citizens believe that there should be restrictions on the airport.
You should have some form of restriction because we don't know much of it as yet. And everybody traveling and moving about day to day. So we don't know. So restriction will be good.
We economy is not as so rich to shut the airport down, but we could got some restriction.
We need to have more monitoring and proper monitoring. Generally, locking down might do something, but not just the airports, because what happened? We still got nightclubs and what's not going on. So I think that generally more monitoring should be done.
Currently, researchers in South Africa and around the world are conducting studies to better understand many aspects of Omicron. They will continue to share the findings of these studies as they become available. It is not yet clear whether Omicron is more easily spread from person to person compared to other variants, including Delta. Reporting for MTV's News Update, Rihanna Griffith.
The administration of COVID vaccine booster shots began last week. However, no one from regions 1 or 10 has come forward to receive their shot. More in this report.
During Tuesday's COVID-19 update, Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony announced that so far 1,085 persons have come forward for a booster shot. The health minister informed that persons 50 years and older and persons 18-year-old and above with underlying medical condition as well as healthcare worker can receive a booster shot. Providing a regional breakdown, Dr. Anthony noted that Region 4 currently has the highest booster shot administration rates. The health minister said that 739 persons from Region 4 have already received their booster shot, while 173 persons from Region 6 have also done such. Meanwhile, in Region 3, 77 persons have received their booster shot, while 57 persons in Region 9 has also done such.
In Region 2, we have 4 persons who came forward. Region 5, 22, Region 7, 12, Region 8, 1.
However, the health minister says the vaccination rate of booster shots in Region 1 and 10 remains a concern since no one has gone to receive their shot as yet.
We have in Region 1, so far nobody has come forward to get a booster shot, and Region 10, 0. I think we'll see an improvement in Region 1 because they have not been so hesitant in taking the vaccine. Region 10 has been an area where we have had a lot of difficulty. People are very, very hesitant in terms of getting vaccinated. And, you know, for first dose adult, they're just about 37.5%.
Minister Anthony last week said that the health ministry was guided by a number of studies before beginning the administration of the booster shot. For persons who took the Sputnik V vaccine, will receive the single-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Those who took the Sinopharm vaccine can take the same as the booster shot. For persons who took the AstraZeneca vaccine, a shot of the Moderna vaccine is recommended. Reporter for MTV News Updates, Rihanna Griffiths.
More news coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Are you running around looking for construction materials? Well, run down to Lens for affordable, high-quality building supplies. We have the widest range of grade A floor and wall tiles in any shape, size, and designs. And all types of ceramics, porcelain glazed, and full-body porcelain. We stock the largest collection of large format tiles. Check out our porcelain slabs as big as 10 feet by 4.5 feet. Add a bit of elegance with our large range of decorative molding. Our line of PPG paints will give you vibrant colors that won't fade. Our wall and ceiling gypsum system. It's light, durable, and fast. So come down to Lens at 136 Sher Street, which is next to Buddy's and Pizza Hut, for that 31 years of Lens quality.
You can be a millionaire by only spending $100 on a Daily Million ticket. Simply pick any 5 numbers from 1 to 26, or you can buy a quick pick for your chance to win the Daily Millions. Purchase your tickets daily, Monday through Saturday, to get a chance to win $1 million every day. So, feeling lucky? Then buy a Daily Millions ticket today. Remember, a ticket today could make you rich today.
You're tuned to MTV's News Update. The Mayan City Council is assuring citizens that they will have a clean Christmas and New Year season, as they will be procuring 2 new garbage trucks. Lewin Williams explains.
Solid Waste Director at the Mayor and City Council, Walter Narain, during a brief interview with News Update, explains that the council is in the process of acquiring 2 new garbage trucks. According to Narain, this will assist in the collection and disposal of garbage during the Christmas season so that Georgetown residents can enjoy a clean environment when they are shopping. Reports have shown that about 30% more of garbage is generated during the Christmas season. Narain noted that they would have started their garbage disposal campaign from November 15 and will continue until early February.
We are giving those businesses there 2 collections per day. right? One in the morning and one in the evening. Because what we're aiming for, to have a very clean holiday season.
Meanwhile, the Mayor and City Council Waste Management Department on Tuesday conducted a cleaning and sanitization exercise at the Merriman's Mall. Narayan is again urging vendors to stop throwing garbage around their vending area since it clogs up the drainage and makes the area prone to flooding during the rainy season.
Well, vendors, I mean, you have a livelihood, you give them a chance to have earn, and it's livelihood that we encourage, right? Once it's done in an environmentally friendly way. Store your garbage in a receptacle, the staff will come to collect it. Do not give the homeless people your garbage to dispose of, because what will happen to you once you're caught doing such act, you'll be suspended.
Luan Williams for MTV's News Update.
Doctors at the Georgetown Hospital last week performed several complicated surgeries at the Georgetown Public Hospital with successful outcomes. Some of these surgeries were performed for the first time in Guyana. Adalia Denai has details.
Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony says the success of these groundbreaking surgeries is a proof of our local doctors' capacity. He is hopeful that surgeries of this nature would become the routine locally.
There's a patient with cancer of the gallbladder, and the team of surgeons there were able to do what is called a hepatoectomy. They took out a part of the liver, and that was a very successful operation. That operation was headed by Dr. Duan and Dr. Ramcharan, and it was quite successful.
Dr. Anthony also spoke of another surgery which he says was performed for the first time in Guyana.
They also did another groundbreaking surgery, which probably is the first of its kind in Guyana, and that's a laparoscopic adrenal ectomy. And basically, they were able to use these instruments and go in and remove the organ.
Doctors also performed surgery on an aortic aneurysm, which is a balloon-like bulge in the aorta. The aorta is a large artery that carries blood from the heart through the chest and torso. Reporting from MTV's News Update, Adalia Danai.
We now take a look at tips for healthy living, brought to you with the kind compliments of Natura's High and Low Milk Powder, distributed by Dabby's Variety.
What does Natura High and Low Milk Powder have? It is fortified with the extra goodness of vitamins A, C, D, E, and K. It is high in calcium, protein, and enriched with folic acid, all of which help to strengthen your immune system. What it doesn't have is fat and cholesterol. Natura High and Low. Healthy can taste good. Available at all leading supermarkets and groceries nationwide. Natura High and Low Milk Powder is not for infants 1 year and under.
Tetanus, also known as lockjaw, is an infection caused by a bacteria called Clostridium tetani, which can cause a person's neck and jaw muscles to lock, making it hard to open the mouth or swallow. This is according to the Center for Disease Control Prevention. The bacterium that causes tetanus can survive in a dormant state in soil and animal feces, and when it enters a wound, a condition for good growth, the cells are awakened. As the cells are growing and expanding, they release a toxin called tetanospasmin into the body that impairs the nerve that controls the muscles, causing muscle contractions. Persons who are not immunized with the tetanus vaccine are at a high risk of getting the infection. Some risk factors include cuts or wounds exposed to soil or manure, a foreign object in a wound such as nails or splinter, a history of immune suppressing medical conditions, infected skin lesions in persons living with diabetes, an infected umbilical cord when a mother isn't fully vaccinated. Persons who share and use unsanitary needles for illegal drug use are also at risk. Signs to look out for if you have tetanus are jaw cramping, involuntary muscle spasms often in the stomach, painful muscle stiffness all over the body, trouble swallowing, jerking or staring seizures, headache, fever and sweating, and changes in blood pressure and fast heart rate. The best tool of prevention against tetanus is by getting being vaccinated. Pregnant woman has to get a booster shot in the third trimester to prevent her newborn from getting infected, even if the mother has been immunized. The CDC recommends vaccination regularly to keep a high level of protection against this serious disease and recommends the tetanus vaccines people of all ages with booster shots throughout life. Doctors can also use a medicine to help prevent tetanus in cases where someone is seriously hurt and doesn't have protection from tetanus vaccines. Treatment depends on the severity of your symptoms. Tetanus is typically treated with a variety of therapies and medications, such as antibiotics such as penicillin to kill the bacteria in your system, tetanus immune globulin (TIG) to neutralize the toxins that the bacteria have created in your body, muscle relaxers to control muscle spasms. A tetanus vaccine given along with the treatment and cleaning the wound to get rid of the source of the bacteria. In some cases, a surgical procedure called debridement is used to remove dead or infected tissue. If you have difficulty swallowing and breathing, you may need a breathing tube or a ventilator, a machine that moves air and out of the lungs.
What does Natura High and Low Milk Powder have? It is fortified with the extra good nights of vitamins A, C, D, E, and K. It is high in calcium, protein, and enriched with folic acid, all of which help to strengthen your immune system. What it doesn't have is fat and cholesterol. Natura High and Low. Healthy can taste good. Available at all leading supermarkets and groceries nationwide. Natura High and Low Milk Powder is not for infants 1 year and under.
The ISG and MTV's sport update is next. Stay tuned.
It happens. Your septic tank is full. All the waste from your toilet goes into your septic tank through the sewage line. When your tank is full, the two most common indicators are an overflowing tank and an overflowing toilet. It is recommended that Sevon's Waste Management empty your septic tank every 2 to 3 years to avoid any embarrassment. And before you can say, shh, it's gone. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455 or 218-1156.
It's time to stock up and save big in a massive pre-Christmas sale on Softex tissues. Buy a bale of 24 rolls for only $1,000. That's right, 24 rolls for just $1,000. This deal is only available direct from our factories at Softex Manufacturing, Lot 1228 Eccles Industrial Site. Remember the deal, one bale, 24 rolls, $1,000. So hurry and save big before the holidays. For more information, call 622-4197 or 623-4197.
Fibertech materials are used in a multitude of ways, from repairing and fabrication of auto body, fishing, and household items. We have available various fiberglass mattings, resin, mold releases, brushes, and rollers for all of your repair needs. We offer technical advice and free training to ensure you get the job done. For further information, call us at 220-6907 or 220-9192.
Welcome to Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc., Guyana's sole distributor of NP and Ultra lubricants, SKF bearings, seal and belts, international trucks and parts, and Napa batteries. With a bond capacity of 30,000 square foot, we offer superior brands at affordable prices and the best after-sales service. ISG supplies sustainable integrated solutions to make your business a growing success. Visit us at our new main office at Lot 4Q Peters Hall. ISG, the best opportunity to make the right choice.
The International Shotokan Karate Federation's local headquarters dojo will be hosting their National Kumite tournament this Sunday, December 5th. Approximately 40 karatekas of all ranks are set to compete in the event. Sensei Christopher Chavez, chief instructor of ISKF Guyana, noted that the karatekas are very prepared heading into the tournament.
Well, the training was going very good because
many of them were in training to take part for the kata tournament, which was held in October, and that was followed shortly by a grading examination, which was done right this month. So it's continuous training all the time. So it's just following up into the next event, which is the committee tournament. So most of those who are participating are persons who have been continuously in training sessions.
He added that the karatekas were also training throughout the pandemic via Zoom classes, which helped to ensure there was no substantial loss in physical conditioning. The recent National Kata Tournament was the dojo's first tournament since the onset of the pandemic, making this weekend's tournament their first sparring competition of the year. The kata and kumite typically occurs in the same tournament, but has been separated this year to ensure safety in a COVID environment. In Shotokan Karate, kumite is one of the three main sections of training. It is where the karateka typically spars with one adversary. Medals will be awarded to the winners at the end of the tournament. While this is the local body's final tournament of the year, Sensei Chavez is hoping for more international competitions next year.
Prior to the start of the pandemic, we were slated to participate in the ISKF Shota Cup World Tournament in 2020, which was slated to be held in London in August of 2020, but that event was cancelled because of the rise of COVID-19. The international body, ISKF, have not yet finalized dates for that world tournament.
In other news, the Region No. 10 Tourism Committee, in collaboration with Tappin's Nature Park and Kendall's Extreme Sports, hosted the Tourism Awareness Month 3 vs. 3 paintball tournament in Linden last Sunday, November 28, 2021. The event, which formed part of Upper Demerara Burbee's Month of Tourism Observances, saw 13 teams taking part from across the country, vying for cash prizes, sponsored by Banks DIH. After 8 hours of excruciating non-contact competition, the Good Company team from Georgetown came out victorious, with Revenge Paintball also from Georgetown placing second, and third, Cloud9 of Linden. The Tourism Committee believes that non-contact sports of recreational nature offer great tourism development prospects for nature parks and open spaces in a safe way. A similar competition is scheduled to take place in the coming months. Area 42 has also used this event as an opportunity to introduce laser tag, a recreational shooting sport where participants use infrared emitting light guns to tag designated targets. Infrared sensitive targets then illuminates when contact is made. In cricket news, rain allowed for just half a days of play on the second day of the second and final test in Gale, but West Indies took big strides towards squaring the series in that short time. This is according to ESPN Cricinfo. Following a morning session that brought 9 Sri Lankan wickets for just 91 runs, West Indies came up with a solid batting display after lunch, bringing the gap to 135 runs for the loss of only Jermaine Blackwood's wicket before the rain came. The Sri Lankan spinners struggled on the pitch, unlike visitors West Indies cricketers Jamel Warakan and Veerasamy Pramal, who finished with a career-best figures of 5 for 35. Pramal expressed gratitude.
First of all, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity. I'm very overwhelmed by getting the first test 5-wicket haul. I think over the years been working hard to get back in the team, and now it really paid off.
Guyanese Pramal has been dominating regional cricket for over a decade, but had so far only had 6 test matches and 18 wickets to his name. The partnership between Warakan and Pramal was rewarding for the West Indies, with them running through the lineup, picking up a wicket nearly every other over.
Yeah, I think Wari was bowling very well at the other end. I think he was one that controlling the batsman, controlling the scoring rate. I think that really helped me as well to bowling tight at one end and I attacking at the next end, and that really is a good partnership.
Warrican varied his pace and trajectory well to prevent the Sri Lanka batters from settling down, while Pramal maintained probing, consistent lines mixed in with the odd arm ball. Craig Brathwaite was unbeaten on 22 off 77 deliveries, and alongside him was Nkrumah Bonner on 1. And finally, the European Union has added their voice to international concern about the well-being of tennis star Peng Shuai by calling on Beijing to produce proof that she is free and not under threat. This is according to Reuters. There has been growing concern for Shuai's fate from fans, supporters, and sporting professionals around the world since she alleged sexual assault by a former top Chinese official. Her whereabouts became a matter of concern when she disappeared on November 2nd after posting a message on social media alleging that China's former vice premier, Zhang Gaoli, had sexually assaulted her. The former doubles world number 1 reappeared in mid-November in Beijing and held a video call with International Olympic Committee President Thomas Bach. But the Women's Tennis Association has said this does not address or alleviate concerns about her health and safety. Neither Zhang nor the Chinese government have commented on Peng's allegations, although Beijing has told foreign governments not to interfere in its affairs. The topic has been blocked from direct discussion on China's internet. For MTV Sports Update, Jessica Kalner.
That brings us to the end of Sport Update, which was brought to you with the kind compliments of ISG. More after the break.
Get the right seal right now from Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc., your immediate SKF sealing solutions. The SKF Seal Jet Machine is capable of building seals from 5mm to 600mm in diameter in under 5 minutes. With technical support readily available, you can get a customized seal to suit virtually any industrial application, like buffer, rod, wiper, and piston seals. SKF Seal Jet Machine, now at Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc.
And that brings down the curtain in tonight's newscast. But before we go, here's a reminder of our top stories. Eccles to Mandela Access Road to be completed in 2 weeks' time. Natural Resources Ministry receives the 5th lift of crude oil from the Liza Destiny. No COVID booster shots received in Regions 1 and 10 yet. And in sport, European Union asks China for proof of tennis stars' well-being. Category broadcast tomorrow at 6 hours 30. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, where the news can be viewed live at 19 hours 30. On behalf of our news and technical teams, Ashley Scotland saying stay safe and goodbye for now.